Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Arigato gozaimasu. And welcome. My name is Rochelle, and this is the Rochelle's Canadian channel. Sorry I was late. It's true, a watch kettle never boils. Say hello to everyone. Hi, Watchman. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Mugsy. Oh, it's special, all right. Because I did not expect this. Hi, MTV. How you doing? Oh, make sure when you go in those bushes you have a tinkle before you leave. And let's hi Janie. How you doing, baby? I know it's a busy morning, and normally I don't go on in the morning. Hi, Paula. Love you more. I love everyone more. This is going to be interesting. Interesting. How do I sound before I begin? I hope I sound all right. Okay. Wow. So let's just snippy through um, with greetings and salutations. That's what I did. Welcome, everyone. And thank you for joining me. And I'm sorry my kettle took forever. You never know. Have you noticed this? You plunk your kettle down. You walk away for 15 seconds. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. And the damn thing goes off. And you're usually like carrying things that are heavy. And you have to put that damn shit down here. Oh, man. And then you have to put everything down. And then you run to the kitchen because you're afraid that you are going to call like the brigade because people would think she's setting her house on fire. And you're like, just stop, shh. It's just a kettle. And then I'm just standing there thinking, are you going to boil or what? You always seem to boil when I'm not ready. And you seem to boil immediately. And then I plunk you down because I'm in a rush. And you take forever. What's wrong with you? You broken? You feeling shy? God damn. Anyway, so thanks, Watchman. So I finally got my tea. Tea. Earl Grey, hot. So I did something stupid, right? I went to bed and I slept all night. Crazy, right? I thought, I haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been live for a while. But I've been enjoying all the other lives. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I think, okay, I have to sleep because I haven't gone live for so long. And I said, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to binge anime. So I go back to a series I've been waiting to get dubbed because I don't know about anyone else, but when you're feeling poorly, the last thing you want to do is go through your brain and go, okay, Japanese. So I waited for it to get dubbed, and I'm impatient. Oh my God, thanks, Paula. Yeah, help me meet my goals because not only do I have some tea for you regarding Jen, but I got a secret. Anyway, yeah, it was weird. It was like, yeah, I got a very weird email today. It was weird, and that's the secret. So I really don't. Oh, yeah, I don't know what to make of it. So maybe you can help me, right? Because I'm like, it's not a normal. Yeah. Huh? Like, what is this? Okay. Because I'm trying to wonder, like, what? Because I'm not sure if, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened. It's very strange. You might have to help me. Because it's the weirdest tea I've ever had to spill. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. So, as, like, okay. Okay. Focus, Rochelle. Focus. You can do that. Okay. 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 And oh, wait. I have to show you what Muggsy taught me how to do. Look what Muggsy taught me how to do. What? What are you doing? What? Hold on. There we go. Look what Muggsy taught me how to do. And I'm going to be honest, Muggsy really did teach me how to do this. So I come by this honestly. Yes, he actually taught me how to do this. I'm like, you can actually put it on the screen, which goes to show you how few donations I actually get. Um, yeah. Why am I whispering? Because it's a secret, gorgeous. Here, all right. Oh, wait, I promise I do this for Muggsy. Snippy, 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 snippy. No one's done a snippy, snippy of me, honey. Love you more, gorgeous. I love saying snippy, snippy. No one's done a snippy, snippy, snippy of me in so long. But you do realize it's a naughty, 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 because you can't use my likeness. And buddy, no more Mr. Nice Guy. That's right. Because I'm a bad guy. That's right. I'm in my villain era. Didn't you know I was listed amongst the evil? Like a list, like a Gestapo list. I've been listed by the Gestapo as a bad bitch. Hmm. Yeah, Jen listed me as Eve. Isn't that fun? I love being evil. You know, I never thought I would be listed amongst Jules and Maria and as a KK as a bully, but I'm a bully because I struck her. Girl, I warned you. I asked you. I wrote it down. I'm not going to hire a parade. I'm not going to get any drones out. I'm not going to send any pizzas to your house. But, honey, if I ask you, I mean it. I don't know any other way to say it. Like, please take it down. You can't do that. But she didn't just do it 3 times. She did it more than 3 times. I just took the first, like the most recent 3. And 2 of them, well, all 3 of them, were very obviously copyright strikes. The bot said, "Oh fuck yeah," and automatically went, "Boop, yeah, bitch, yeah." Sent her to copyright school. The second last 2, because I did all 3 at the same time, I confused the system. I'm sorry, Daddy YouTube. I won't do it again. The last 2, because I sent them at the same time. Can I get a pizza, pepperoni, and jalapeno, please? Thanks. But coins, I'm not going to do that. I don't do that shit. But if you were my mate and you lived next door to me and SNL was on or something good, we could rent a movie. Do people rent movies anymore? No. Sorry, I was stuck in the 90s. But, we could like watch TV together and eat the pizza together. But I'd have to pick off the jalapenos because I'd be doing nothing but drink water. I would be full of water, slosh, slosh. But, hey, honey, I'd just, if you want a pizza that bad, I'd bring you one so it's still hot. Because, nowadays it's winter And by the time that pizza gets to you, you're probably gonna have to pop her in the oven for about 10 minutes. Just saying. But yeah, I'd get you a pizza just because of you, not to disrupt your life. Um, I don't send this pizza thing to people's houses. I'm sorry, but that magical pizza that showed up at Jen's, the girl ordered it for herself. Because usually when people send pizzas, like at least, when someone pranks your house, don't they send shit to your house no one wants? And usually you gotta pay for it. I don't know how it works in the States. But the fact that she magically got a magically delicious selection to her house. Oh wow, I love everything that got sent to my house. Girl, everyone eats like something different on their pizza. Or you feel like something different that particular day. Girl got it for herself. Come on. Also, she's like talking and eating what got magically sent to her house. Girl, come, bitch, please. Stop. Stop. Give me a break. Does she think that we are like been dropped on our heads as children? Does she think that we're like perpetually stoned or something? Because nah, nah, I don't do that. The drugs or the stupidity? No. Because I watched a clip on, I'm so sorry, I can't remember where, because she's just been such a dumb fuck. Everyone is featuring it, so I can't give credit where the credit is due because, frankly, I probably saw it on KK. I don't know where I saw it. Honey, I don't remember. I apologize on behalf of Canada, but honestly, no one gets everything they like. And I remember turning to my husband saying, "Can you get tater tots in America?" I didn't know that. And he just shrugged at me and went, You are? Mazel tov to you. I don't know what that feels like. Because I always had jobs where, like, you showed up 2 minutes late, you got written up. Forget being stoned. Excuse me while I enjoy my tea. I mean, I always had really bummer jobs for the perpetually stoned. It was just, it was like your life sucks. Sucks to be you. Sorry, let's see if this works. I'll just put it on this here. Hello. How do I sound? What's going on? Hey, Judge. How you doing, gorgeous? You smash anything up today? I did. I smashed something. I broke a bowl, and it exploded into a bajillion pieces. I've never seen a Corning. You know those Corningware like dishes you get at Walmart? I think it's called a Corel dish. Am I wrong? Yeah, you buy like a set of 20 Corel dishes, and I was such a bougie bitch. I got the pattern white. I know, I'm crazy like that. So I got like white Corel dishes. Um, like when your kids are young and you're like, I'm not paying for expensive dishes for them to smash up. So I just got Corel dishes and they were white. Because I didn't want the kids to like fight over like, I want the blue dish. Fuck that noise. You're all getting white. You don't like it? What are you, racist? Everyone's like, who are you, Bambi? You're racist? You don't want the white bowl? Oh, HV. Oh, your AC quit? See, that's what you get for bragging that your house, your neighborhood is at 79 degrees. God is punishing you. I hope they come fast. That sounds pornographic. I hope they last all day. Anyway, so, um, yeah. Anyway, I made some protein oatmeal and for my man, and then I went to do the dishes, and then it just sort of slipped out of my hand before putting into the strainer, and it smashed into a million pieces. Crash! It didn't just break. You know how most dishes like break? It literally evaporated into a million pieces. I have never seen a dish do that. But what I'm thinking is it must have had like a million tiny little fractures in it over the years. And it just took one little tap and it turned into dust. What a fucking mess. Jesus Christ. Corral. You need to buy like you know how you go to the I don't know Canadians like maybe if other fairs have this. You know when you go to like a fair and they have like home goods, not the store home goods, but like the home the shit you can buy for your house, and they always have like those dishes that don't break, and they're like clunk 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 clunk, and then they drop them, and you hear "Oh," and I'm always thinking, oh bitch, please break, just for me. I just want to see these people who are demonstrating these dishes that don't break. I just want to see them smash. Hi, MC. Do do they do what in the States? I couldn't understand you the most. Jobs that give you 10 minutes grace period. Oh fuck, not here. They're Nazis here. Not for government jobs. They're like, if you're not here early, I shit you not. They want you here like 15, 20 minutes early, sometimes 30 minutes. I've had government jobs where if you start at 9, they want you here at like 8:20. They don't fool around. They're 10 minutes grace. Fuck. Like 30 minutes early. Yeah. Not, yeah. Yeah. You think Daddy YouTube Canada is uptight. Wait till you have a government job here. No mercy. How you doing, Amzy? Do I sound alright? I don't know. Yeah, they, yeah. I've come to realize that Canada is extremely uptight about certain things. But when it comes to other things, they're very relaxed about others. I guess it depends what you do. I mean, Mary J. sell. If you sell like, dope on the street, you can show up whenever, honey. I'm always late. I run by Jewish Standard Time. You get there when you get there. I mean, for YouTube, I'll just show up. You're lucky I'm conscious. But for real world shit, I have to be extremely early. Yeah, you guys got there half an hour early to gear up the equipment for the day. Yeah, I mean, some jobs, they're very serious. Other jobs, it's just sort of they rock up when they show up. They act like you should be grateful they arrived and you should get on your knees and bow before them because, you know, you should be grateful, right? My parents, gardeners used to act that way. They're like, oh, 3 o'clock. Well, we were busy and we had this and this and this and this. And I'm thinking, bitch, you earn $37 an hour. The least you could do is show up on time. And I used to tell my parents, I'm like, these guys are assholes. And my mother's like, well, they do a good job. And I'm like, dude, if I'm going to pay you the better part of $40 an hour, you better fucking show up on time. And I ended up firing them and found somebody who worked for $7 less, who showed up on time, who did a better job. And I used to tip them every single time because they were lovely and they earned it. And these happy assholes who never showed up on time expected significant tips on the holidays. And I'm like, kiss my fucking grits. But my parents used to do it. And I'm like, why are you tipping them for being assholes to you? For real. They're like, I didn't punch them in the throat. dare you treat my parents like that? Like, when my dad was alive, he was a gem. And he was nice to everyone, and he was lovely. And I was like, I'm like, why are you nice to them? This is like, you're very strict. And he's like, well, your mother wants to do it. I'm like, no, Dad. He just sort of went along with the mummy. Hey, gorgeous. I feel like trash. I don't know. I got this like asthmatic cough, and you can't. There's nothing you can do with an asthmatic cough, other than don't smoke pipes and cigars, and don't run 5K runs smoking a cigar. You just sort of take it easy. It's the weather change, and it's not my friend, and it goes from like you know 5 Celsius to like -3, and it sucks for Mr. Asthmatic Cough. So yeah, I just take it easy. I'm all right. So, oh, did I not put a link up? No one wants to talk to me. I'm boring. Anyway, as you guys all know, uh, Jen listed me amongst the wicked, and she did Counter-Strike one of my copyright strikes, which went through like the copyright legal team, because I remember someone saying to me, oh, well, if you put in 3 strikes at once, they only notice one. And I'm like, oh, I remember when someone said that to me. I don't remember who. And I said, well, if they do, that's fine. I'll know for next time. Can I check my DMs? I am wicked. I'm an evil bitch. Let's check this shit. Jen wants the link? Are you fucking serious? Sure, content. Health, 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 darling. All right, let's give her the link. Let her see what she wants to say. There you go. Sure, let her have the link. I can't imagine what she wants to yell at me for now. You know what? I'll tell her the secret. I think she's going to be very surprised, because it's not as bad as she thinks. Not as bad as she thinks. I'll tell her the secret, see how she feels about it. I couldn't help myself, honey. I couldn't help myself. Jen, the link is in the chat. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, let's fucking go. Because this secret is not as bad as she thinks. It's not even about her. It's about the situation. Yeah. Paula, call in the troops. Call in the troops, gorgeous. Call in Big Bad Berlinetta. Well, Carrie, after she tried to pull a fast one on me, I think she's going to be very, 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 very disappointed. Come on, Jen. Come on. Well, the back came off my phone. She's not coming up. Okay. I think she chickened out. Oh, maybe It didn't install fear. Well, life's a beach. Hi, CC Track. Everything is about Jim Bailey. She said last night her accuser IG post was, excuse me, it was like the Declaration of Independence because everyone has read it. Well, Jen, I hate to break it to you, but I blocked you so I don't see your shit. So I didn't read it. How does that grab you? I haven't seen it. I'm not interested. I am familiar with the Declaration of Independence, and I guarantee you, it ain't like that. I'm sure of it. Yeah. I'm very familiar with the Constitution, all that shit. I really don't. Yeah. I haven't read it. Please, no one send it to me because I don't care. I love everyone so much who sends me good shit, but I'm not interested. Not at all. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. But you do you, honey. Carrie, I think she just sent that to be relevant. Yeah, well, relevancy is important to some. I myself am not relevant, and I'm fine with that. Oh, shit, I'm supposed to be throwing a temper tantrum. No, no, no. I think the only temper tantrum that was thrown was Jen's. I bet she's gone live. She is a, what was the word I was looking for? It's gone. It's gone. Maybe she's stealing my audience with all the children's under the age of 17 who ask her if she's a MILF or if she could turn around or play a song. Have a trivia session. I'd probably do better. Yeah. I actually studied American history and laws. Just like Bambi's son, when I said, well, what about the 25th Amendment? Way, way, way back before Mr. Trump was even elected. And he told me it didn't exist. And I said, yeah, it does. And this is her lawyer that lives with her. And I explained it to him. And he still insisted it didn't exist. She wants to thank me for what? For being a friend. I want to thank you for being a friend. What? Yeah, he is. Thank me for what? For doing what she wants? Good dog. Woof. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Woof. What? For what? Dropping the link like a good bitch? Honey, I did that for you, Carrie. I just want everyone to know that. I dropped that for you. And when Paula said, let's fucking go, I thought, why the fuck not? Her medication must have wore off because she's completely deleted for 20 minutes total crying stream from yesterday. Doesn't she have tissues at home? Doesn't her spouse worry about that? I don't know about you guys. Just observation number one. If I was crying for 20 minutes, not even online, my husband would be worried. For real. I don't know if anyone else's, but, but I would not do that online. And if I was online, it would be completely unintentional. And if I felt when, like, if I felt myself losing, like, I was not okay, I'd get the fuck off a line. Or at the worst, I would mute it, but I certainly wouldn't do it online. Um, Not if I could help it. And it would be a serious, 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 serious situation. Um, yeah. Or it'd be something that I just could not, like, help. Everyone does that, Watchmen. Everyone cries. Anyone who denies it, sometimes I watch a sad movie and I cry. Everyone does that shit. Or a movie or, like, there's some foreign movies that, oh my God. And you're not ready for it, and you're like, "I wasn't ready for this shit." And next thing you know, you're just waterworks, and you're like, you know? Yeah, and you're like, "Ah," and, like, my husband will come home, and he's like, "Why are your eyes all pink?" And I'm like, "I watched a foreign movie." And he's like, "Oh, okay. You want a lollipop?" I'm like, "Yes." You know, when you look at your bank balance. Yeah, come on. We've all been caught in the wave of, "I shouldn't have done that shit." Oh, right? Oh, that reminds me. On the members only page, I have dropped some movies for you guys to watch that I could never, ever, ever, ever drop and post now. I would get dinged the house. But they're there now. Deductions. Don't even start me with deductions. I deduct, I'm fucked. Yeah. I'm like, well, YouTube, I have taxes in Canada, and I have taxes in America too. I get double dinged. I'm double fucked. I love that shit. I was like, do you pay taxes? I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, I pay taxes. I pay taxes in 2 countries now, honey. Yeah, I'm fucked twice. That's all right. Like, I have the strictest YouTube regime. Uh, I have to bow to Daddy YouTube Canada, and I have to pay to you both. Thank you, bitches. Love you so much. Mwah. It's fun. Yeah. But, I'm fine with that. I knew I had to do that. It's just a hobby, right? Right. Yeah. Um, it's just it's just facts. Yeah, and if I shared my channel with someone else, I'd have to pay them and pay other taxes to their country and mine, and to Daddy YouTube Canada and to the States. Oh, yeah, it's right. Yeah, bitch. I pay taxes to 2 countries. I bow to Daddy YouTube Canada, and I offer my soul to Daddy YouTube America. Take my income, please. Yeah. So by the time I get any donations, it's sad. Yeah. So, um, I consider my money like a tithe to the poor. It's like, "Oh, I can have this percentage. Thank you. No, 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 it's fine. I'm just grateful. No, 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 don't notice me. Don't notice me. I'm backing slowly. I'm backing up slowly. No, 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 it's fine. It's fine. No, I I love you. Please, just let me crawl away backwards. No, 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 no. I'll open the door with my ass. No, it's fine. Yeah, no, let me lick the pavement. No, that love you so much, Lake. Close the door with my skull. No, 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 no. Shh. Thank you for the dime. I'll spend it nowhere. Yeah. Hold me, girl. Hold me, watchman. Oh, I'm so fucked. Please go and have some more. I love when people brag. I'm like, well, I might be given this, but I don't see any of it. My memberships, it's like $1.49 Canadian, and I get oof. I can't even get anything from the dollar store. In 1970. What? Maybe in the 50s I could get a burger. 10-cent burger. Fuck. I'm fine. I'm not dry begging. I'm laughing at myself. Oh, Ginger. Bitch. YouTube Canada keeps me poor. And then Americans take the rest. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Do you know how much I have in total for my memberships? You're gonna be jealous. In gross, it's $20. But you know how much I get after taxes? You're never gonna guess. Oh, you're never gonna get it. Not this time. No, you're never gonna get my love. No. Oh, it's fine. I'm not. Oh, well, it's not 15. That's for sure. Ooh, will it be 10? No. I won't fuck. Hold me, Carrie. Hold me, Carrie. I think it's like $7. No, I'm lying. It's 5. $5. $5. So I lose like 15 out of 20. 5. It's a little over 5. So like you get $20, but I get $5 and change. It's 5.85 or something sad like that. Yeah, I'd have to have like like 40 memberships. Yeah, I'm rolling in it, bitch. Please, $5. I can go to the dollar store now. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, or is it buy yourself something nice? I'm like, okay, I'll buy a Mars bar and a Snickers. Thanks, love you. It's fine. It's because I got to pay taxes to 2 countries. Yeah. And the first one takes a huge bite out of my ass. So big, in fact, I got a new hole. So many holes, so little time. That's right. I love Canada. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, but I got free healthcare. So if I need a new kidney, I'm good. Just saying. Oh, honey. Shit. And they're getting in my face. They're like, you care about clout and numbers and views. And I'm like, not really. Not really. Um, Yeah. Oh, wait. I forgot. Look what Muggsy taught me how to do. Good blam. Thanks, Care Bear. Love you. Okay. Scroll. Yeah. Well, I have one chat I will never have to put on slow mode. I love my fuckery. Yeah, people just come here to listen. I'm aware. I'm so self-aware, it's crazy. Yeah, Carrie, if Jen asks me to drop a link ever again, tell her no. Because that feels like emotional manipulation. Girl, you don't want my link. Hey, Lady Shot. Love you so much. You know, she didn't want my link. You know why? Because I wasn't worried. I'm like, what do you want? You know, can I help you? You don't have to act like the military, honey. I mean, this isn't the Navy. In the Navy. Yeah, it understood. Yes, ma'am. No, it's just like, I mean, it was a reaction. Yeah, emotional damage. Yeah. It's like that guy, emotional damage. I've seen this Chinese guy just a whole routine about it. Yeah. Oh, to all the Americans, if I don't catch you then, I wish you a happy American Thanksgiving on Thursday. May you have a good Friendsgiving, a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a lovely time. And be sure to tell me all about it when you get back. I love that stuff. I think it's lovely. Yeah, I mean, Carrie, I never brought you into it. Don't let people bring you into something that doesn't involve you. This is just YouTube fuck shit. That is her fuck shit. Oh, no problem, Ginger. I love people's happy shit. I love hearing people's like, you know, I what makes you happy makes me happy. I actually honestly think that. I love it. It makes me happy to hear people when they're in a good mood, their family's over, their friends are over. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I yeah, please be safe when traveling from point A to point B. Please don't drink and drive. Please catch a cab or catch a ride with a friend who has been drinking pop or water all day. I want to see you again because I love you so much. And I want everyone to be safe and enjoy another day because you're important, not just to me, but to others. And we love you. So please be safe and please be responsible. And that's all I care about. And everyone else cares about because we love you and we care about you. And let me just have some tea. Okay. Tell the meat pleats to go fuck themselves. And I love you. And I'll talk to you later, girl. So hit me up when you're free. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Carrie. You didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it could have been funny, but I didn't see it that way. I saw her just trying to push you around. Don't let people push you around, honey. I don't do it to you. Don't let others do it to you either. I mean, you can smack me around, Carrie, later. I'd love that. Mwah. Love you so much. Meat packing plans are so tight. Anyway, yeah. I hear the meat police. I hear the meat police. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I don't involve my friends, my real life friends, anything in internet bullshit. I mean, it's a separate. I don't care. Bye, honey. You be safe. I'll talk to you later. Bye, James. I know, right? Kinky. Um, don't kink shame me. Don't kink shame me. Jesus! And so close to the American holidays, too. I mean, all the Canadian and British people are feeling, getting their fifis hurt. So close to American Thanksgiving. Damn. Yeah, fifis, right? Excuse me, pardon me. Hold up. I need to blast away on my puffer. I don't want to call it. But, I don't care. I'm going to use my puffer. Sexy. Oh, that tastes like dead dog shit. Mmm. Mmm, delicious. Gross. Adver, right? Okay, get the little hat on. The loony bin. I don't think there's been a loony bin in Canada for a very long time. I mean, when I hear YouTubers say they need to be committed or put in the asylum or whatever, and I'm thinking, where? Who? Go to who? Talk to who? Where? What decade are you in? They're in 1950. What? I mean, they're literally, actually, they are 70 years ago, Britt. Dude, you need to stop watching black and white documentaries of the oppressed and the forgotten. You need to stop watching Victorian shit because you are like a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Because this shit doesn't exist. It doesn't. I don't know where you are in your head because, firstly, the phrase you're using isn't used anymore. Secondly, I don't know what you're reading because it's out of print. Yeah, they're shut down. They don't exist. These places are held in dark regard. They are considered shameful places of the past. Governments are still apologizing. They're left empty and in ruin and left to rot. They are used as haunted places, like fake fuck haunted places for stupid ass bitch places that are rented out for high fees for dumbasses to, ooh, they're haunted, for paranormal channels. For real. They're all closed. In the Commonwealth, for sure, for sure. In the UK, in Australia, in Canada. Right now, we're dealing with reservation schools, and we are embarrassed as fuck. Catholics, shame on you. All right? Hey, Mugsy. 17 what? I don't know what that means. Anyways, so, excuse me, pardon me. Goddamn. So, like, what century are you in? It's 2025. I mean, I do know there was a place on Queen Street that was closed down before I was in high school. You know how many years ago that was? Oof. Like, in the 80s. It's like over 40 fucking years ago. Almost 50. Where are you? Like, in 1990, like, no, before. Yeah, like, thousands of people were left to rot in hallways. They were overpopulated. They were eating God knows what. I mean, the last place I can think of that I saw on television was shut down in the early 80s, I think in New York State, and it was for young people who were stored there because they were um, on the intellectual spectrum, N- not even quote unquote in an asylum, unquote. And I think Geraldo Rivera actually did something on it too. And that was like the 70s. So, where are you? I think I went to a club called the Asylum once. I played alternative music. It was lovely. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Yeah, I mean, these places were shut down for a reason because the state of care was low. They were people were using them to store away people they just didn't want to deal with. Um, Medication and care of people who were mentally ill, it was a stigma. It's not that way anymore. Mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of. People were put away simply for depression. In the Victorian era, women were just stuffed away so men could just forget about them and go about their regular roundabout nonsense. Like, what dimension are you in? People are not stuffed away in forgotten Gothic Tudor dark thunder lightning overhead buildings. What black and white film are you in? So, um, yeah, stop it. No one takes you seriously. All you do is show your intellectual spectrum, which is low. Stop it. People who require care, people who want to get care, or people who want to talk to a professional. Mental illness is not anything to be ashamed of. Being depressed is nothing to be ashamed of. People who do like who are getting care, talking to a therapist or psychiatrist or psychologist, taking medication, are shoved into an emotional shame spiral because people who are ignorant like shout their ignorance to the sky, and then if anyone has any kind of moderate mental illness, I have depression, I take Wellbutrin, I'm fine. People have stressful jobs, it creeps up on you. Get over yourself. Some people are actually diagnosed. Some people actually take medication. And that's it. It doesn't mean you need an asylum. It just means you have depression. I have clinical depression. So fucking what? I haven't taken like a movie theater hostage. Actually, hey Judge, like I'm not gonna be sitting covering myself in like war paint. It's not war paint, that's racist, pardon me, excuse me. That like, the camouflage paint, like Marlon Brando, and say the horror, the horror. Like the Joseph Conrad book, because it's based upon that book, The Apocalypse Now. It's based off a book from the 1800s. Just saying. I read. Um, yeah. I'm not gonna lose my squirrels and paint myself green and run through the produce section. Not gonna happen. I don't hear voices, but there are people who do, and they get care. There's nothing wrong with them. They just require a physician, psychiatrist, medication. There are people who live with mental illness, who live perfectly normal lives and have jobs and have families, and they're fine. That's right. But there's no horror. No horror. But people who shame them should be ashamed. And I'm tired of it. And anyone who needs to talk to anybody, please contact star 988. There will be someone to talk to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they will help you and assist you and direct you to any services in your local area. And I encourage you to please, before thinking of doing anything that you might regret, it's always a new day tomorrow. And if you don't have anyone to talk to immediately, please contact star 988 on your phone and talk to someone. There will always be someone to talk to, or contact the national hotline, as hotline to talk to someone. If you are using a phone, you can look that up on Google or Chrome to find the closest 1-800 number in your area, or contact Kids Hotline in Canada. If you're a young person and you want to talk to somebody, you can look that up. And please remember, it always gets better tomorrow. So take a deep breath and remember, people do care. And before you wonder if anyone loves you, remember the first person who needs to love you. Love yourself, because you're worth it. You always are going to be worth it. Love yourself first, because you are important and you have value. And I love you so much. And all I can see right now is the word sweaty cheese. Are you guys kink shaming Judge for enjoying Cool Whip, which is mostly chemicals and oil? But I hear his bomb on the top of pumpkin pie. Oh, I have love in my chat. That's nice. Um, is it true you put Cool Whip in the freezer? And why doesn't it freeze? That always, or do you take it out for a little while and then it gets squishy? I don't know how that works. Because I saw a recipe online that said you need to buy a large tub of Cool Whip. And I said, what do you mean large? Don't they just come in one size? And it said they come in really big sizes. And I was like, what, like a swimming pool? Thanks, Ginger. Cool Whip is better than cheese. I don't know. Melted cheese on top of some apple pie is pretty fucking good. Is that a British thing? I'm not sure. Because you can get that on pie in any restaurant here. Like, they'll just slap a piece of cheddar on top of a piece of apple pie for you. Kablam. Any restaurant will do that for you here. That's bomb as fuck. You should try that. And then you'll be like, Cool Whip? Bitch, I don't know her. Piece of cheddar melted on top of a piece of apple pie is so fucking good. You're gonna be like, slap my ass and call me Bernie. Damn. Cheeto dust isn't really considered cheese. Judge, I have a confession for you. Please don't tell my mom. But I've never eaten a bag of Cheetos. I know. Shh. Don't tell my mom. And I know this is horrible, but I really like the Canadian cheesies. They actually taste like cheese. They're bomb as hell. They're crunchy. They're so good. And if you want to make your mouth love you the rest of your life, I highly recommend a bag of Canadian cheesies. They are really good snacking. They're snack-a-lack and delicious. And this is why I don't eat cheesies. I only eat cheesies if I absolutely must have cheesies. But Cheetos remind me of bleh! They look weird. Um, they look fake as fuck. And if I'm gonna dye my fingers orange, it's gonna be with cheesies. Hey Pammy, how you doing, gorgeous? I must adhere to the rule of Canadian snack-a-lackin'. Okay. I'll do this for you, Judge. If I'm going to try Cheetos, which Cheetos should I try? Because I don't know one Cheeto from another. I don't know her. I've never met her. I've seen her, but I don't know her. So, I don't know. All right, I'll go to the store. I know they're there because my oldest loves Cheetos with lime. And I say, you're going to die of salt and MSG. Hey, honey. Oh, oh. And he's offered us those Cheetos with lime. And I said, you're going to die. And he said, probably. He eats them while he watches hockey. The regular ones. Just like what? There's regular ones? What do they look like? Cheese puffs? Like, just like big, fat, fluffy cheese, just cheese puffs? All right. You dippy them in anything? Or just eat them? You don't dippy? You don't need guac? You don't need fancy new shoes? Nothing? All right. Just Cheetos. Just regular Cheetos. All right. I'll get a bag. I'm either gonna love them or they're gonna make me go, "Ugh!" You're gonna die from scotch and hookers? Can't relate. But I'll tell my mom. Should I tell my mom? I should probably not tell my mom. I'm not gonna tell my mom. She'll probably look at me like I'm gonna be like, Mommy, my friend Judge online, he told me today at 11:15, 12 o'clock, I mean, that he's going to die from scotch and hookers. What do you think? I don't know if I want to hear what she's going to think because my mom has no filter. My mother literally has no filter. Or she might just look at me like, I don't know. I don't know if the look would be better. I actually think the look would be worse. Should I ask my mom? I don't think I should ask my mom. I don't think it'll go well. Yeah, I'll just be like, shh. I think I should filter myself. Don't tell my mom. I don't think she'd tell him to put the hookers down first. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. That's too much information. Yeah. Um. Oh, I want to discuss the concept of guilty by association, shall we? All right. Um. My my opinion of guilty by association. Now, if I go on someone's panel on my own, because as we all know, I don't fucking need a wingman. I don't give a fuck. Um, and I went a trolling. Trolling. Keep that bullshit rolling. Man, someone's ass is swollen, trolling. You think that I'm triggered, but I don't give a fuck that's true. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, guilty by association. If you don't like someone, and you don't like, hey, honey, if you don't like someone's fucking channel, and you want to go on some kind of rampage and prove, good. Love you so much. Mwah. If you don't like let's just call, say the elephant in the room, or the elephant who is bothering the elephant in the room. Now, if you don't like Deadly, and I go on Deadly's panel, and come on, everyone's gone up on Deadly's panel at one time or another, or at least most people who have the stones to go up on Deadly's panel at one time or another. And I went up on Deadly's panel. I got called a kike, and I said, well, I'm not going to be bothered about it. So many holes, so many dreidels, right? Anyway, and apparently, anyone who's gone up on Deadly's panel, according to some, are immediately PDF files. Ontario, fine. And there's when I was on Bambi's channel, I was there day in, day out for hours and hours and hours. For months. For months. Months and months and months and months and months and months. Yeah, I had to go on an apology tour. Because it was fucked up. And I was like, someone says they're gonna dog walk me on top of my dad's grave, and Bambi goes, "Thank you." That was orchestrated and planned. I'm not a fool. But by that time, I was like, I had had enough. I was already thinking of a way to bow out in December, but I couldn't figure out why or how or where I could do it with class and do it nicely. But Zimmy Cat, I'm going to tell you something about how do I feel about the potential breakup of Canada. I'm going to tell you a story. Canada, or at least Quebec, or whatever province, this has been going on with Canada for decades. For decades. Decades and decades and decades, election after election after election after election. Now, I don't know how old you are, all right, but I'm going to guess not that old, because only someone in their 20s would be worried about this. And I am not. And I'll tell you this. My opinion is this. It costs a lot of fucking money to make your own fucking money. It costs a lot of fucking money to start your own government. It costs a lot of fucking money to start your own local, municipal, provincial, and federal systems, and just say, I'm out. If you want to go, I'll miss you. If you want to rub it in my face, I don't give a fuck. If you want to act entitled, go fuck yourself. Because after decades of watching this shit go on, I had to learn French at the university level to have my job. Thank you for the language. Love you so much. I give zero fucks. That's how I feel about it. If Alberta wants to go, go. I'll miss you. But I'm not going to bow to you. Canada's a nice place to live. And for the small amount of independent motherfuckers, you can go across the border. Because there's not as many of you as you think you are. And if the whole province wants to get up and go, you can fucking vote about it. But I really don't think you'd be that great on your own. So, you want to cause a problem in my chat? I don't give a shit. But I'm not here representing the entire fucking country of Canada. But I don't want to go anywhere. I like Canada. I think it's a nice place to be. I think we're pretty nice. But if you want to get all fucking nose out of joint over one simple thing that's going on in your province, you got a lot of growing up to do. It's not all about you. We're one country. Life's not easy. Okay? If you don't like it, go to another fucking channel. I'm not a political channel. So take it somewhere else. Because I'm not going to make a decision for you. And I'm not going to take up your cause here for you. I'm not a political channel. And if you don't think Canada represents you, go fuck yourself. My attitude has nothing to do with it. I like this country. There's nothing wrong with it. Other than things happen, problems happen. You can only solve one at a time. But I'm not a political channel. So I'm going to have to, well, Watchman, can you time them out for 86,000 seconds to get the fuck out? I'm not going to block you, but I'm not a political channel. I don't care. I'm not political. I'm not going to make a decision about a whole fucking country and a whole fucking province here. I don't care. I live in Ontario, mate. If I was going to have a political discussion, I'd be a political fucking channel. And I'm not. I'm entertainment. It says so. I'm listed as entertainment, and you're not interested. Bye. No, they're not. No. That is called a troll and a shit disturber. So, I'm not political. I don't discuss American politics. I don't discuss Canadian politics. I don't discuss British politics. And provincism and threatening. Like this is stupid. Yeah. I lent it to my neighbor. Sorry. I lent it out. My apologies on behalf of Canada. Yeah, I mean, political channels are like, you list yourself on like what you are. And I'm not I'm not a political chit chat channel. I'm entertainment. I'm entertainment. I mean, I don't mean to be rude to those who discuss politics, but it's a Debbie Downer. And besides, I can discuss politics. I'm intelligent enough to discuss politics. But the thing is, everyone who discusses politics is angry and take it personal. Personal. And they all like have, I mean, I've been on the debate team. And I find that if you're going to discuss politics, you need to prepare. I'm not prepared. But I know what they're talking about. This is a stressful time of year for a lot of people when the seasons change. And it's about a pipeline. But this pipeline discussion has been going on for a long time here. And right now. It's what's in the news over there, and it's what everyone's discussing in Alberta. It's the top. It's on the top of everyone's mind, and it's a big issue with Alberta. You know, and warranted. It's a big concern over there, and I'm not dismissing the concern, but it's it's here nor there. What am I supposed to do about it? You can't just say, you know what? Let's build a whole pipeline and do this, that, and the other thing. But what this person is failing to discuss is with the tariff situation, where we're getting fucked in the drive-through. Why the hell would we build a fucking pipeline to a country that is not going to give us a fair deal? Right? Why are we going to build a pipeline when we're not going to get a good deal? And the answer is, fuck it. Right? Fuck it. And they're like, well, jobs. Okay, jobs. I get it. But why are we going to make an expensive pipeline when we're not going to get a good deal? We're going to be fucked. No, they're either just derailing or just being an asshole. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons why it's not going on. But the biggest reason is why connect a pipeline to a country that's going to fuck us over? No offense to you guys, but Mr. Trump is not being very agreeable right now. So the answer with the federal government is fuck that noise. Can you blame us? Because the person who's dropping the biggest funds in Alberta is the federal government, and the government's like, fuck no. Like, I'm sorry, but you don't see any big fucking projects happening over here either. There are no big projects at all in any province, anywhere, at all. It's not just Alberta. Any kind of like coexisting anything with the states is not happening in any province, anywhere. Anything that was planned, project building, sharing, paying, anything, over. It's fucking done. It's not just Alberta. It's everywhere. And I was like, well, you live in Ontario, fuck you. No, it's the whole fucking country. It's done. Over. Cancelled. Fuck you. That's it. I mean, like, you can't get mad about your pipeline when every province's projects and trade agreements, like, we lost a lot of money for trade agreements with a lot of like asphalt and gravel and power with like New York and like Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. They're canceled. Like, they're gone. And farming and all that shit. They're over. We're not fucking going wah 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 about it. We're just like, well, it sucks. We're not happy. But I'm not going chat to complain about fucking asphalt. Right? Get over yourself. Yeah, it sucks. But we got over that months ago. We knew it wasn't going to happen. We knew Mr. Trump was going to go back and forth. We knew. So, like, what are we going to do? And the answer is nothing. And what Ontario started to do, with a lot of other provinces started to do, was make deals with different places. That's all you can do. You can't just sit there and shit in one hand and wish with the other. That's why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah. So you can't just say, "Oh, we're pissed, we're leaving." Where are you going? You gonna go to the States? We'll miss you. That's it. Because if you do, you're gonna miss out. No, it's just I just thought I needed to update the situation. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. And now I'm done. Yeah, well, I know about American politics and I know about us, so I just thought I don't want to appear to be a dumbass. That's all. I hate whiny people. Ooh, but Trump would get his 51st date. uh, I have a question. Is it true that Mr. Trump is having problems sleeping, and why is this in the news? Can I ask you guys that? Like, is that normal to have like the sleeping habits of Mr. Trump in your news? Or am am I having comprehension problems? Because everywhere I look in American like news programs, like I guess Republican news programs, and like I guess right and left, I'm seeing them worried about his like health. Is this normal that the American public is very concerned on like the basic doings of your president? Like it's a lot more open over there. I mean, you know what goes in the news here? Like if our prime minister like goes to a hardware store. But I don't think your president goes to a hardware store to work in their garden. Um, but I don't know if your president would go to the hardware store. I'm not sure. Does your president? No, he would never. He would never. But I can't imagine him puttering around in a garden either. So is the only thing you guys got his Diet Coke and his sleeping habits? I don't get it. I'm I'm confused. I don't understand. I'm confused. I don't know. No, 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 I don't. I noticed that the American news is very censored. Very censored. Um, I've never seen such censorship before. Like, I thought that went out with communist Russia, but you guys are really good at it. Um, like, I noticed that on the internet, you can still get the Russian news, and I can watch it in Russian. And I noticed that the Russian news is very similar to American news, like with the censorship, and it reminds me of American news. Like, it's very similar. Um, like the RA news. You can get it on the internet if you want to watch it. I don't know why you don't want to watch it. I think you can get it with subtitles. I'm not sure. I've never engaged subtitles before. I don't know if you can get it with subtitles. I honestly don't know. But like the way they talk about President Putin is very similar to the way they talk about President Trump. It's very similar. Yeah. So the censorship is, oof, yeah. I mean, Canadian news is like our president punched someone in the face today. Um, for like my most vivid memory as a kid is where Jean Chrétien punched a protester in the face for giving him a cream pie to the face. And he literally just hauled off and decked the guy and called him a fucker. You motherfucker. And just Jean Chrétien just punched him right in the face, like wham. It was beautiful. I loved it. Yeah. But I can't imagine like Mr. Trump punching someone in the face. Just kablam. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was probably one of my best memories of growing up, where our prime minister just punched out somebody. I really loved that shit. But like I said, our prime minister goes to the hardware store and punches out protesters. I don't know. It's very different here. I mean, you give us shit for being Canadian, but I mean, if our prime minister will punch someone out or call them fuckers, I mean, and you actually get the word on the news, like, well, I don't know. I love the CBC. It's beautiful. 6 o'clock, yeah. Oh man, some people have to watch church at 6, and some people watch the prime minister punch someone in the face. I love TV. I don't know. BBC is not to be trusted. Look at what they did to Doctor Who. I know Doctor Who is not the same. Tom Baker, girl, hold me now. I miss Tom Baker. He was so cute. Yeah, Tom Baker was adorable. He's still my favorite doctor. I don't know. Doctor Who's not the same. But that's something only nerds would worry about. I'm a nerd. Well, the BBC. Are you watching 1, 2, 3, 4, or the Travesty 5? BBC 5 is where bad shows go to scare us all. I'd rather watch Sheep. Yeah. Well, we can watch Sheep at 4 a.m. Do 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 Sheep. Do 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 do. Oh, Baker. Oh, Baker's so good. Love his hair. Yeah, baby. Good afternoon. This is BBC One. Tragic news. Queen Elizabeth II has died. Now returning you to regular programming. Do 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 Sheep. Do 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 Sheep. Do 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 Sheep. Oh, I love BBC. Yeah. Sheep. You can watch Sheep on grasslands and rolling hills. Sheep. It's better than it used to be. Today's programming has ended for the day. Thank you for watching BBC. Beep. Yeah. Yeah. They actually used to just give you just beep, or some channels just used to go black. Yeah, they literally used to turn off television. And now they just have infomercials on American TV, but they literally just clicked off. They would thank you for a regular programming day and wish you good night and play God Save the Queen, or in this case, God Save the King, and then just switch off. The Tommy Tempers Show. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. All right. Hello. Nice to see you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Mike, I can't reveal the secret. Oh well. I guess I'll hold on to that. I can't tell it. Oh, Top Gear. Is that still on? Yes, it is still. Oh, hell. Yeah. Or Great British Bake Off, where people cry if their souffles don't rise. Oh, no. Or, oh, Edmonton, huh? All right. Well, welcome. But, yeah, I love it when people, or they get shit on if they cut their onions wrong. Yeah, and they cry. Ugh. Me, you just watch it with some hot chocolate and go, I would probably never be on that show because I couldn't do that shit. Oh, EastEnders. My dad was addicted to Coronation Street. He was addicted to it. He couldn't get enough of Coronation Street. Yeah, he loved that show. You'd always hear the beginning of it at what time did he put that shit on? 10 a.m. because you guys were in the future. So 10 a.m. for us was like 3 p.m. for you. So yeah. No, he liked EastEnders, but his favorite was Coronation. Sometimes he'd cheat on her with EastEnders, but he was a Coronation Street girl. Yeah. And then he'd be sitting there and he'd be like, Rochelle, come here, come here, come here. Watch what's happening. Benny Hill. My brother loved Benny Hill. Oh, I can always hear the theme, and then you always see him chasing those girls in bikinis, and I'm thinking, well, you can figure out why my brother loved that show. Yeah, well, I guess you just have to be a boy's boy. I know, right? And yeah, he would sit and he'd. My dad worked nights, so he'd have lunch while watching um Coronation. He'd wait till like he'd tape it, and then remember VHSs, yeah, tape, and then he'd watch it at lunch, and then he'd eat his lunch. Well, he'd have his tea. He'd oh man, and he'd be like, hey, 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 watch this with me. I mean, like, but it'd be like, Christmas break or something, and I'm like, Dad, I have to study for exams, and he'd be like, no, 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 no. He's like, how he'd always quiz me, how comfortable you are with that shit. I'd be like, well, pretty comfortable. He's like, no, 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 you gotta eat lunch. Come sit with daddy. Come sit with daddy. He's like, come have lunch with me. I'm like, all right, all right. And he's like, okay, okay. Now this person right now is doing this, 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 this. I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, and this is happening right now. And he'd pause it and he'd say, see this? He's like, see this guy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, this right's happening right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. And he'd get me up to snuff. And then by the end of the week, I was addicted. And I'm like, oh, how did this happen? And everyone's talking about guiding light and as the world turns. They're like, did you watch this? I'm like, I watched Coronation Street with my dad. They're like, again? Yeah. 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 Well, mm, my dad works nights. He was home. He's like, come here, come here, come here. Come sit with me. First day was like, by Tuesday and Wednesday, I was into it. Well, yeah. And then I was watching my dad's recordings, like, it's addictive. I'm like, no, I'm not watching this shit. I'm going out. And then I'd be like, no, 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 no. And then, of course, winter break would come around, reading week, and I'd be like stuck. Hey, Tony, how you doing, gorgeous? Yeah, I'm talking about trying to get away from my father's Coronation Street addiction that he do to me. Yeah, jeez, I've avoided it. The comic strip presents. Oh, yeah, presents. I can still hear the music in my head, like the introduction music. Ugh, it's in my brain. It's in my head. I don't know. Stop it. Stop it right now. I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch, and then I just got the idea of just beans on toast. I'm going to have beans on toast. I love beans on toast. God, look what's happened. I'm having beans on toast for lunch. I didn't like Father Ted. I don't know. Am I the only one? I just couldn't get into it. Maybe because he didn't have a dreidel up his butt. I don't know. Yeah, that's the newest insult right now. Oh, Lord Almighty. Anyway, I've talked enough. I'm tired. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's because I have no fuel. Will you stop? You too? You guys are bad. You, man. I know why I'm tired, actually. It's gonna, like, snow or rain or something. It makes me tired. I don't know. When the weather outside is like, it's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna, I think it's gonna snow. Let's go have a look. Let's have a look outside and see what it's going to do. Let's look outside. Oh, it looks like shit outside. Hmm. Oh, yeah, it's totally gonna snow. It's dark. It's shitty looking. The sky is gray. Yeah, it's gonna snow a lot. Yeah, we're in for a storm. Yeah. Ooh, I stood up too fast and I'm tall. And now the world is going rrr, rrr, rrr. Oh, that was stupid. Public service announcement. If you're tall, jumping up, I guess some people have this. Yeah. Why do I do this? Why do I do this? Okay, if you're very tall, some people have this. Maybe because I'm anemic. I don't know. When you're tall and you just like launch yourself up, jump, and they just sort of, and I just get dizzy and people pay for this, and I just get like I'm dizzy. That was stupid. Must be nice to be short because I tall you are, I don't know. Some people get this who are tall, and the world just goes raw on like an angle, and yeah. No, I don't get a head rush. I like I kind of like get spots. I only get that when I'm not feeling well, but it's I always sort of get a little bit. Huh. Yeesh. Well, Tim, he's open at all hours. Tim, do you know Tony's advertising all your holes? Just saying. So many holes, so little time. Oh, that's weird. Tony, you bad, 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 bad. Or maybe I'm bad. Probably just me. Maybe you need to stick dreidels up all your holes to protect yourself from bad. Yeah, I think that might be it. Anyway, is it? A dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste, then, and I won't waste mine. Okay, normalcy. And the world has stopped going. Ugh. I coughed, yawn. I need water. Don't drink tea, drink water, Rochelle. Water. Well, only the British have come to play with me. You guys are just listing shows. You just sit in front of telly all day. No, no, never mind. Actually, British television's a lot better than the American tripe we get here. I mean, who wants a VPN? You know? I remember, well, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like if you have a VPN and you want to watch some weird ass Squid Game shit, Japanese television, they have like the weirdest um game shows where they literally throw people off of cliffs and shit for money. They'll put them through like um horrible, courses and throw them in mud and toss them off of ledges and shit for yawn. It is horrible. And they'll lock people in rooms for days and have them bully each other and horrible shit. Have them eat just terrible shit for money. Oof. Their game shows are what's a good word? Fucked up. No, it's two words, but it's accurate. Yeah. VPNs, the gateway to the, oh my God. Yeah. But, yeah, Japanese television is, it's fast paced and, always on, and it's demented. It's demented. Yeah, Tashiki's Castle. Yeah, Tashiki's Castle is an old show. Tashiki Castle. Um, um, Imagine shows like Tashiki Castle, but questionable. Usually, game shows like that are on Fridays and Saturdays between like 8 and 1 a.m. in Japanese time. So for here, it's like 8 hours in the future. So for you, be 13 hours in the future. Just saying, if you want to watch them live. So they'd be 13 hours in the future for you. They're 8 hours for me. So just saying. Yeah, Tashiki Castle is tame as fuck. Yeah, it is. It's like watching, you know, Totoro. Totoro. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like Ghibli. Yeah. It's interesting. Interesting. Uh, yeah. I Some of them I don't recommend you eat while you watch. And just saying, don't eat. Don't eat while watching. And their Friday and Saturday anime is hmm, well, yeah. Well, if you go into an anime or manga shop in Japan, you need to realize you are getting some tame ass shit here because we have stores here. I don't know about you guys. I doubt it. Well, I'm sure you could find some specialty stores, but mm, oh, the Crystal Maze. Oh no, 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 no. Crystal Maze is like I don't know. No, well, no, 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 no. You need to go to London, honey. Um, but like a store that is purely dedicated to you can't get in the door unless you're 18 and over. Like what Gundam? Oh, you're in the PG-13 right? I'm talking about the. Uh, um, yeah, yeah. Japanese people are um really creative, creative, creative. Yeah, creative. I think it's because they have very stressful work lives and, you know, they have very creative cafes and entertainment centers. And I like old school anime, but now they have the Batman, and it is like Shinbuku Prefecture, and Akira is classic. And I think Akira got people from away to be interested in Japanese anime. And it is based upon three manga, that movie, because the original manga is different. It's a lot darker. And you have to remember, it was made in the 80s. I think it's from 88. Yeah, it's from 88, 1988. And I remember seeing that a couple years after it came out because it took a while to get here. And I saw it in its original Japanese first. And it was amazing. And then I read the original manga at the Orange Snail downtown, and I was like, holy shit. That film is like a powder puff in comparison to its dystopian, like cyberpunk movie. It's like because when I saw it was like 1990, and it's based upon like the future at that time, which was 2019. So it was still very, very, very cool, very what if, because it was still like 29 years in the future. A lot of things that were offered to us in the 80s brought manga to the masses. But I was already into manga in the late 80s. This wasn't new to me. Um, I had seen a lot of the old school um, anime before there were like it was accessible to the masses, like with the online stuff. I was renting the cassettes, like the VHS, for huge amounts um, in the 80s and the early 90s. even before people had seen it. Like, I had already seen it. Yeah, I had seen Ghost in the Shell um, at a Japanese theater downtown with my parents in the 80s. Like, my mom was into it. So I had seen this shit years ago, and I loved it. I remember lining up downtown to see this shit in the theaters, in university, when people still had VCRs and shit. Yeah, I was seeing this stuff in the theaters, in the original Japanese. Um, yeah, yeah. I was like seeing this stuff at like movie international film festivals and stuff, um, years ago, before the internet. So it was my shit. I was always into it. Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing the first Ghost in the Shell movie downtown in the theaters. Yeah, it was bomb as fuck. I saw it on the big screen. It was amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I love that shit. I never had a beta machine. I had a friend who had a beta machine. I remember I had a friend who was so wealthy. He had one of those big, you remember those huge laser disc machines before DVDs? It was like the size of an LP. It was the size of a record. And his parents were really, really, really wealthy. Um, and I remember looking at these like holographic records and thinking, God, these are cool as fuck. But it seemed like a lot of work when um, cassette, like VHS cassettes, were still m- so much smaller and much more economic. And I remember watching him fuck around with the machine. I remember thinking, yeah, the picture was pretty crisp, but so was a new VHS. And I remember thinking to myself, the machine is really cool, but it took him so fucking long to get that damn thing running. Um, it seemed like redundant, and it was because those huge laser disc machines, yeah, they were cool, but they were the grandfather of the DVD. But there always is like the beta was the grandfather of the VHS, and the VHS was, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I remember seeing Back to the Future on that damn thing. And I can't remember the other movie we watched because it just felt like when you buy a new VHS cassette, it looks great, you know? But then they had those VHS cleaners. And then once you clean the damn thing, it looked great again, you know? So what was the fucking point? So, and then if you just used up the damn tape, you could just buy another one. I think I had replaced. Yeah, they're like for collectors and shit. I remember they also had a piano that ran on those damn laser discs that played itself. I think his parents were just really rich and they always had new shit rolling around. I know, so I was like, when you have friends that have a lot of money, and my parents, of course, had none, and it was sort of like I liked him, he's really nice and stuff, but yeah, it was sort of like very bleh. I don't know. Like there's some friends you're comfortable going to their house, and then you have friends where you're not comfortable going to their house, and he was like, it was like you feel guilty, like, I don't know, going over. His parents are so nice. But, yeah, it was sort of like, "Ooh." Yeah, I remember me and our friends used to go over and we were like, if or one of my friends said, "You kinda wish you would hover in their house." Oh, yeah, I remember those, like, mini disc players you could, like, listen to your music. Do you guys remember those? And they were very, very cool and very, very Japanese. What brand? I think Hitachi used to make those. Hitachi? And they were very, very neat, and, you couldn't record on them, but you got, like, 1 song per disc or, like, I can't remember. It was very limited, but the sound was incredible. But like I said, they were like the cousin of the DVD, but it was so small. It was like listening to, like, a mini cassette player, but they played these mini DVDs. Yeah. The retro tech is pretty cool to collect, but that's it. I would collect it for the hell of it if I wanted to collect something totally useless and just sort of neat, like just to have a little personal museum of the bullshit shit they used to sell us that no one could afford except like 2 or 3 friends I had whose parents had them. Um, yeah, but it's like all the cell phones that used to come out between like 2004 and 2007, and they always kept changing. But the one thing I did buy into that I didn't need was, oh, my dad had cars that had 8 tracks. They were very, very, very cool. Um, but I always noticed that like these 8 tracks, they always seem like so fragile, and they always made this weird clicky noise, and you could never, like, they were so clunky. Like, where did you store them? And then my dad had this 8-track holder, but it was before middle consoles you could lift it up and store shit in. So you had these things that stored 8 tracks, and then my dad would end up storing them in the trunk. But everyone knows what happens when you put something in the trunk when you have like a 1978 Mercury Cougar. It would just roast in there, and then the tapes would melt. Ugh. Not very practical. So it was sort of like, oh, I had this 8-track like thing you could put all your 8 tracks in, but you store them in the trunk because these cars from the 70s had no like place to put them. So of course people put them in the trunk, and then of course the trunks would turn into like ovens, like crematoriums, and then they would melt. Okay. And then I'd be like, Dad, what do you do with the 8-track then? He's like, oh, you take it inside. I'm like, why don't you just choose which ones you want and then just bring those back in? And he looked at me, and I think I was like a kid. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And I went, yeah, okay. And then with these 8-track players, it just wasn't practical. And then we just ended up listening to the radio. So were these 8-track players really good? And the answer is no, they were stupid. Just saying. Wow. And that's where the cassette mixtape came in, where everyone would like take music they liked off the radio, because this is before you could take it off of a DVD, like a CD. You know, the CD cassette player mixed stereo thing where you would just take things off, and then you'd hear that betrayal eek noise like on everyone's mixtape because it would be from a CD. Like you'd hear that squeaky noise. I don't know. The first mixtape from everyone where you tape songs you liked off the radio. and you'd always miss the first 10 seconds because you'd be like, oh my god, I love this song, right? From the original, like, dual cassette, you know, boom boxes, right? Yeah, the C90 tapes. I don't know. And then you'd always have, like, well, I guess you guys wouldn't have this problem. You get, like, some guy would, like, hand you, like, I guess this is a girl problem, would be like, hey, Rochelle, I made you a mixtape. And you'd be like, oh, uh, thanks. And you'd take it, and they'd smile at you and wander away. And your friends would be like, what did he give you? And you'd be like, mixtape. And they're like, oh, you took it, right? I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Not take it? And they're like, well, you took it. I'm like, well, yeah, he gave it to me. They're like, are you going to play it? I'm like, well, I guess, yeah. And you go home and listen to it, and then the music would tell you everything. So, like, if they're your buddy, it would be like cool music, like just good rock and roll. But if the music was all like sappy shit, you knew you were in trouble. And I remember my dad popped his head and he's like, "Did someone give you a mixtape?" And I'm listening to Rio Speedwagon or something. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh. He's like, do you like him? I went, I don't know him. He's in my science class. He's like, well, you're in shit now. Fuck. High school, right? And I'd be like, I'm like, what do I do, Dad? He's like, well, you can do one of three things. I'm like, okay, what's the three things? He's like, you can give it back to him and say, my parents won't let me date. I'm like, okay. And he's like, you could keep it and say you're madly in love with him and you will love him to the rest of your days. I'm like, oh God. And he's like, or three, you could break it in half and hand him back the two pieces and that'll be your answer. I'm like, Dad, that's horrible. He's like, well, you asked me. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, do you like the mixtape? I'm like, ugh. I go, it's vomitous. He's like, okay, you're not interested. I'm like, is he your friend? I'm like, I don't know this guy. He's like, well, just tell him your parents won't let you date then. That's nice. I'm like, okay. So I did. And it was a lie. Oh, I felt so bad. Boys, never hand a girl you don't know a mixtape or something similar. It it will never go well. Just saying. I love that song, Lady in Red. It's gorgeous. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you guys are already like going for coffee and mates and you've made it's you guys are digging each other, please don't ever give any woman a mix whatever, because it will never work out well. Just saying. Oh God. I can't believe my dad said it, hand him two pieces as a fucking break it in half and hand him two pieces. My dad was so charming. But he was right. The first lie was best. It was just like, okay, mixtape. It was very normal to guys to do that, but like he only did that with girls you liked, and it was like a sure thing. And oh man, mess. And that's why you need to put the adults only on your lives, because bitch, no one fucking does that here. We're too fucking old to do that shit. Hi, you're in my 10th grade science class. I really like you. Will you take this CD? Because I think you're really groovy. Uh, Thanks. I gotta go now. I gotta go now. Okay, bye. Shit. Oh, someone sent me an offensive message. I love that. Oh, offensive. Okay, okay. I, I'm, I need to eat. I'm starting to feel gooey. Can you tell? Anyway, thanks everyone for coming to listen. And I hope you catch me on the replay zone. And never give a girl a mixtape in 2025 or 1991. It never works out for you. And anyone who's ever given a mixtape to some nice lady or some nice girl, and if you're a kid, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. It it never works out. If you can't tell a girl you like her and you think a mixtape's gonna help you, it doesn't. Just tell you like her. It always works out better that way because you might actually hear the right answer. Because if you can talk to her, actually talk to her and tell her how you feel, it usually works out better because then you have something called communication. That helps. Yeah. Try it. It works. And I'm not a fucking political channel, so go fuck yourself. Anyway, please treat others the way you want to be treated. Please use the reporting system accurately, fairly, and properly. Yes. Take care of yourself and each other. And remember, I love you so much. And with that, I'll see you another time. And yeah, have a good day. You too, Tony. Love you too. Thank you, Watchman. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, M to the B. Thank you, Janie. And I appreciate everyone else for coming in. And remember, apparently I'm in my villain era. Oh well. TikTok, 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 TikTok. Bye now.